Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. I hope you guys are all having a great night. I figured I would pop on here and check and see how everybody's doing. Make sure everybody made it through the day okay. Hopefully you guys are all spending time with your loved ones or something exciting today. I got one of my old shirts on today. There's some hoes in this house. We went and opened our Christmas Eve pajamas with the in-laws. We just got home from the in-laws. So, hey, everybody. Hey, Diana. Hey, Music City Mom. Hey, Chris, Lisa, Charlotte, Connie, Amy, Sharon. How are you all? Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. I hope you guys had a great day. Hey, nope, not today. Hey, Fit and Curvy. Chris, yes, happy holidays. And to those that don't celebrate Christmas too, I hope you guys had a good day. Snowflakes, Janice in Accounting, Blondie, Truth Matters, Napa Valley Girl, Moy, TK. We are family. All of our Charlotte are the Griswold theme. So I'll take pictures tomorrow and share them with you guys. I'm an angel. Hello. Hey, Robin. Hey, Steph. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Hey, Chatty. Miss Leah. They're saying hi, Kyle. Truth Seeker. Lisbeth. How was your guys' day? You're alone tonight, Tonka girl.
Hi, Janice.
Oh, Kim. I hope you guys have had a great day, though. Anybody do anything fun that you'd like to share? We went to my in-laws. I made cheesecakes all day, and then we went to my in-laws for our New Year's Eve celebration, opened our pajamas and had dinner, and then now I'm going to make a batch of Almond Roca, and then I'll be done for the night, and then tomorrow I'll get up and do all of our dinner prep for tomorrow, and then they're all coming for dinner tomorrow. Hey, Stitching. Hey, Mary, Beth. Hey, everybody. Miss Muddock, Rose of Sharon, Hindsight, Kathy,
Hey, Elizabeth.
Phoenix. Merry Christmas, everybody. To those that celebrate and to those that don't. Happy holidays or whatever you call it. Hanukkah Thursday this year. Oh, Amy, thank you. See, I will be the first to tell you I am not great with all that. We worked today, then to church. Oh, you've been busy, Music City Mom. I bet you're exhausted. Hey, my Michelle. Anybody have any New Year's traditions that you do? I suppose a lot of you on the East Coast, if you have little ones, they're probably in bed already. Hey, Duchess. Yeah, can I just tell you one thing? I'm really disappointed to see. I popped in when I was making cheesecakes a little bit earlier, and I said Nunny was live, so I popped in and said Merry Christmas to her. Otherwise, like my feed's been full. Jay for Justice, Spanky, like everybody's live, and I'm just like, ugh. Elizabeth, I am. Hey, Devious, Merry Christmas. I hope you do too. Hey, Lisa. Hey, baby. I'm gonna cook. Yeah, I'm gonna make almond roca with you guys in a minute. But one of the littles is still up. One's in bed. One's still up. So I'll turn the camera on long enough to show you guys what I'm doing, and then it'll be off for a little bit. My Michelle, actually, I'm so excited. Hey, everybody. Hey, Tebow. You celebrate Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day. I like that. Hey, KM. Yeah, Chico, I just wanted to come in and check on everybody and say Merry Christmas Eve today. And I don't know if I'll get around to it tomorrow either because we have family coming by, and I get so caught up in cooking that I'm like, sometimes as long as I'm like live while I do it, I'm okay. But I feel bad because the kids, like I have to keep them out of the kitchen if I have my camera on. So cheesecake is my favorite too, Kim. So these are, I found dupes for the Cheesecake Factory Oreo cheesecake in the original New York. So I did both. the regular New York cheesecake and an Oreo. The Oreo one, it's a 9-inch springform. Poor Kyle's over here dying. Not truly, but he is sick as hell. Hey Sherry, Merry Christmas, everybody. I did a 9-inch Oreo and it looks amazing. It turned out amazing so far. Now, taste wise, we won't know until tomorrow. It's going to be kind of a crapshoot. And then it's a 10 or 12-inch New York regular one. But so far, so good. It looks like they look amazing so far. So I'm a little excited. Hey, Grammy Nini. These are those. Hey, Tanya. These seem to be, I mean, they're complicated. Let me just say that. They're not easy. They're time consuming. They're extremely time consuming. I started working on them at like 10:30 today and took the last one out of the oven at 4:45, right before we left. You've been in your PJs since 6:30? Nothing wrong with that. Oh, Tonka girl, I'm really sorry for your loss. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is hard. Hey, the deflectionist. Kim, I'll tell you if these are good and I'll give you guys the recipe. I'm not going to give the recipe until I decide if they're actually tasty or not. I'm going to try it out. Benevolence, I made Dupe Cheesecake Factory homemade cheesecakes. So I made a homemade Oreo baked cheesecake and a homemade New York style plain cheesecake. They're supposedly the dupes of the Cheesecake Factory, so we'll see. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Bubbles. You're prepping a pork shoulder. We're doing lasagna tomorrow. You had to work today and tomorrow, Anne. Thank goodness for you. People like you, honestly, that work on holidays. Hey, Chasing, Merry Christmas. You celebrate Christmas Eve rather than Christmas Day? Long as they're not sticky balls like last night. Hey, Lily Rose. They're a lot of freaking work, Benevolence. You're having prime rib. Yeah, we're doing. Hey, Zam. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Truly, for all of you guys that have had suffered loss around the holidays or on the holiday, I'm really sorry. I'm sure it's a rough time for sure. You do lasagna every Christmas, SG? This is our favorite. Normally we do steaks, but all of Kyle's adult nieces and nephews are flying in tomorrow, so they decided to try to make it. I'm like, steaks are easier for me though. Oh, that's cool, Chasing. You work today. You're excited just to be home with you and your dog. I don't blame you, Fit and Curvy. Spent the day making red sauce for manicotti. Oh, the deflectionist. I love that. You work all the time, Amy. Yep. Thank God for healthcare workers, first responders, law enforcement, everybody. All the people that work all the holidays. Nobody wants to keep us. Hey, Petty. Oh, Tonka, that's great. Well, Chico, I can't tell you what Duchess's balls taste like. Mine are sweet. Hey, Vivian. Hey, X. Your dad passed on New Year's Day. Oh, Teresa, I'm sorry. You do lasagna every Christmas Eve? Oh, Chris, I'm so sorry about the loss of your sister. Chasing, I like that. I truly like that. That's a great idea. Hey, Tia. Prime rib tomorrow. It's been aging in the fridge outside. Ooh, see? That sounds good. I love a good prime rib. A lot of people work today. Hey, Akira, you left carrots and kale. Oh, that's cool. Yep. Hey, Grandma Sherry. A lot of holidays, Connie. Yep, for sure. Do you want my fudge recipe stitching? I can go find it. You're having filet mignon tomorrow. That sounds good too. Ooh, Just Me Sunshine. I like that too. Nurse here too. Work today and tomorrow, and it's the second Christmas. Ah, Mrs. W, I'm really sorry about your loss too. And thank you for all you do. Oh, and I'm so sorry. See, look at all the loss around that. This is what I'm saying. Like, shit's so heavy around the holidays. There's so many people that suffer significant loss. Talk it well, they are. To everybody in the chat that's suffered loss around the holidays and going through it, just know you're not alone. Hey, was it Crimson Moon? See, Duchess, that sounds really good. Oh, Robin. Sorry you're alone. Hey, Elizabeth Lander. Hey, Terry. Hey, Dark Horse. A lot of people lost a lot of people this year. Chasing. We lost 2 uncles and an aunt this year. Life has been weird for my Boston family without them. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm glad you got to FaceTime all of them. Yeah, so many people. Your son is still missing. Rose, I'm so sorry. Any word on the DNA, Rose, that they came to collect sample? Hey, Jennifer. We don't have to talk about it either. Hey, PJ, second chance. Merry Christmas, everybody. You lost your little chihuahua a month ago. The worst hurt. Oh, see, people are really going through it at the holidays. Like, the holidays kind of culminates a lot of chaos, it seems. And I'm really sorry for everybody that's going through it. Just know you're not alone. There's many of you in here. Sending you all huge hugs and strength to get through the holidays, because I know it's a lot. Merry Christmas, Remy. Your cousin's in ICU with liver failure right now, 54 years old. Please pray for him. My aunt is so broken. Oh, Duchess, I'm so sorry. Life is short. Love those around you and your friends and your phone too. Absolutely. Time is the one thing we can never get back. Well, there's that. Wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas. Hold on. Not celebrating because I'm alone in the middle of moving. Hopefully I can do something on New Year's. Well, there's that. I hope your New Year's, and even I hope the move is the best start of a new year, a new season, all of it. And I hope New Year's going into 2025 is amazing for everybody. Hey, Handmade with Love by Dawn. Hey, Chocolate. Yeah. Oh, Duchess, I'm so sorry too. Oh, Dark Horse Justice. Yes. There's so much going on. Sometimes it's peaceful just not being alone, like having somebody else to sit in a chat with. I get that too. Christmas has not been the same since my mom passed. If you have your mom, cherish the time with her. Sorry for your loss, Chris, too. The mind is key, the heart is the door, the soul is the corridor, and the universe is the destination. Hey, Aries. Hey, Baton Rouge. Are they chasing? I think I would probably go through a window if I had one of those VRs. The girls haven't opened their gifts yet, so they did for the grandparents and they were thrilled, but they're so mad at me right now. They're not really mad, but they wanted to pick a present. I said, do you guys want to open one? Well, you know I'm going to cheat and not let them have their good one. So I was trying to figure out which ones are which. Sure enough, I figured out 2 boxes that were clothing boxes, and I was like, oh, these are safe because I know it's not those things. So I gave them those, and they looked at me like, clothes? Really? That's our gift tonight? And I'm like, yep, safe. But I know it's not. They were just like, oh, so thrilled. Hindsight's 2020. Oh, I'm so sorry for everybody going through. Gosh, so many people going through it. It won't let you chasing. Okay, well, maybe it's safe. Hey, Zero, Merry Christmas. and all the things. Happy holidays, happy everything. You're having prime rib, lobster, cheesy gravy fries for dinner, Aries. I'm coming over. That sounds good. He doesn't qualify for a transplant. It's too late. Oh, that's just, I'm so sorry. You get super nauseous playing the old one. This one's sweet. You like the VR stuff. Kyle, we've done the VR stuff at like the big game places. Have you ever done a VR headset? No, neither one of us have ever done a VR headset. That might be something on the list of things to do. Tonka, that's what I just did to mine. Oh, Amy, I'm so sorry. Gosh, that's, ooh, loving someone in active addiction is a tough job. My heart goes out to you, truly. Whew. I gained family this year. My daughter got married and I gained 2. Oh, Music City Mom, that's amazing. Comes with the new Batman. Ooh. That might be cool though. Yes, Aries, 2025 is going to be an amazing year. Both of you got nauseated stitching? Yeah, Duchess, and your dad too. Like that's been a lot. It's been a lot on your plate for sure. Seems like this year has been a really rough year on so many people. Hey, Charla, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Welcome to the Quiana, y'all. Hey, Running Bear. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, everything. Whatever you celebrate, don't celebrate. It's all done and behind you for another year. Oh, beware marching band. I hope you had an incredible day. Hey, Rita. I hope you had an amazing day. They check your eyes with VR now? Huh. Hey, Donna. Amy, I understand. I totally understand that hope. Totally get it. Hey, Anonymous. Merry Christmas. Or holiday or whatever you celebrate. All the things. All the things. As soon as I'm done with this, we'll go inside and I'll find my fudge recipe for you, Stitching, and then I will get to work making my mother-in-law's favorite is Almond Roca, and the girls have almost ate all the caramel. So I told my mother-in-law I'd make her a batch of Almond Roca for herself. Hey, Twisted. Happy holidays, everybody. I hope you guys, if you celebrate, had a great Christmas Eve, spent some time with somebody, or did something peaceful for yourself. Just whatever you're doing to get through the holidays. I know sometimes it's just one foot in front of the other. Merry Christmas, Nanya. I hope you guys had a great Christmas Eve. Hey, Body. Merry Christmas Eve. Sorry, guys. For those that don't know me over here, know, like, this might be new to you. I tend to not do typical content on holidays. A lot of times I cook with you guys and things like that, but I don't have it in me to. And I draw the line. Merry Christmas, Pika. You're the youngest of 14. Rose. Now that's a lot of siblings. And I'm sorry for all of your loss. Miss W, you get some rest. Thank you for all you're doing. Healthcare workers are truly underappreciated and forgotten all the time. Just trying to get through it, Body. Totally understand. On a smoke and silence break. Totally understand that. Chasing said, shoot, you guys, for anybody that needs somewhere to hang out tomorrow. Chasing will be on for anybody that needs somewhere to hang out and BS with. That's great. So make sure you check out Chasing. I'll go grab hold on. Put my phone in my pocket. Let me grab Chasing's link. Oh, my mama just texted me. Oh, I forget. She's on a different time. No, we're actually on the same time now. Grab Chasing's link. Here's Chasing's link for anybody that needs a place to hang out tomorrow. She'll be live tomorrow. Oh, Pika, thank you so much. Hey, Red Sky. As soon as I know if it's a decent one, I will let you guys know. And if it turned out okay, I will give you guys the rundown. Hey, JC. All the things. Happy all the things. Merry all the things. Agreed. Hey, Rondaroo. Yes, you're tuckered out from today. Chasing will be on to hang out with you guys tomorrow. I've been over here self-medicating with my eggnog. Oh, shit, Chico. And they're probably closed tomorrow, huh? Grandma Sherry and Nicole B are on in the early morning for our time for those who are alone too. Okay, let me go. Are they set, Nunya? Let me go grab links. Yep, got it. This will be Grandma Sherry for tomorrow and Nicole B. It's a direct link to that live, so you can set notifications up for that if you would like somewhere to hang out tomorrow. Yes. I totally understand it when people just need somewhere to like go and take their mind off things and just disconnect to. I get it. For anybody that's alone or just sometimes family is more stressful than, hey, I hope your holidays have been great too if you celebrate. You guys think of anybody else? Marcy said, and voices. Let's see. Got it. Okay. I'll throw that in there too. Hold on. I'm just grabbing these right quick. Here is voices. Here's a direct link to hers. Oh, Twisted, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay after the car accident, first and foremost. I'm really sorry about the loss of your father, and I'm sorry that you're going through it with the family. That's a lot. That's a lot. If there's any other lives that you guys can think of that are going on tomorrow, just let me know. I'll just start dropping them. Hey, Mel. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make almond. Are you okay, babe? Do you want a cough drop? Huh? Okay. Are you sure? I'm going to, hey, 12 gauge, Merry Christmas. I'm going to wash my hands and then I'm going to make this almond roca and chat with you guys. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves because I get a little distracted. And this is like one that I have to stand here and stir because basically what almond roca, for those of you that don't know what almond roca is, it is basically burnt sugar. So it's kind of like a spore bar. If you like spore toffee with the chocolate and almonds. What the hell? What are you doing? Oh my. Kenzie's got the screw gun out. Lord help us all. Lord help us all. Yeah. Tonka girl. As much as I dislike humans, I do like humans. Some days I don't, but I genuinely do. Most of the time. Some days it's only here. Let me show you guys. Let me show you my shirt right quick. There's some hoes in this house. Tomorrow I'll have to take pictures of everybody's shirts and share them with you guys. my in-laws might be the best because they are the, what did they say again? Something about where are you going to put something that big? And his says, like her says, where are you going to put a tree this big? And my father-in-law says, bend over and I'll show you. Like they're the Margot statements. Oh my gosh, they're hysterical. Kyle's got one of his illuminate his, what does it say today? He's got some Griswold shirt on today. Sorry, gotta fill my Diet Coke. Yeah, there's usually some really good humans around here. Okay, hold on. I'll show you guys one more thing. I can't tip it though because I don't want it to fall. Stay over there. No, she's fine as long as she doesn't come over here. There is there's the plain one, and it looks a little bit more brown. It's hard, even with the water bath. Sometimes the top turns a little bit, but if you don't do a water bath, it all will look brown. But that's the regular one. It's heavy as hell. And here's the Oreo one. The Oreo one turned out fantastic. Now, flavor-wise, we'll see. We'll see flavor-wise. Those took all freaking day. Midnight Mass. Vivian, have a great time. Gosh, I forgot. I went to Midnight Mass with my best friend quite a few times. The weather is beautiful here in Allen. That's the picture of my thumbnail is the picture from tonight. Yeah, the camera's off, kiddo. You can say Merry Christmas to everybody if you would like. They probably can't hear you, kiddo. You can come closer. The camera's off.
Merry Christmas.
That's from the oldest mini little. Are you going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay, love you.
Good night, love you.
Are you going to sleep till noon, or am I going to let your sister wake you up so you can open your presents? Because you know she's going to be chomping at the bit at 5 a.m.
I just like get up at 10 or something.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll make sure we let you sleep in. I'll just wake up at 10 or something. They said Merry Christmas. Oh, she's such a handful. What? Oh gosh. Hold on. Kenzie, I told her just to throw these suckers under the tree, and her OCD can't allow it to. She's not right there, is she?
No.
So she's just
I didn't get
put
a
holes in the
sign
wall.
ordered, so yeah.
Oh, she just put holes on the wall. Can I show the back of your shirt? Okay, just stand like that. This is Kenzie's shirt. It says, cheap lion, no good rotten, floor flushing, low life, snake licking, dirt eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood sucking, dog kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat ass, bug eyed, stiff legged, spotty lipped, worm headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah, holy shit, where's the Tylenol? For those of you that don't know, that is from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So there's that. All of them. It is hostile, isn't it, Chasing? That's my favorite, one of the favorite part of the movies, though. Truly. Okay, so now we're going to burn sugar. So first and foremost, we're going to melt the butter. You got a pound of butter. Oh, hold on. Let me get my fudge recipe out. Let me do that. Do you guys know what? Have you guys not? Anybody hasn't seen that movie? Holy shit. That is the funniest freaking movie ever. You want to show me your shirt? Kyle's got one of his shirts on. It is bright. It is bright. Babe.
That was Mackenzie.
Kyle's home. You ate so much chocolate today? Definitely my mini. Oh, and the coolest part of all of this is my in-laws go along with all of the fuckery. exterior illumination experts.
That's
It
right.
should be interior. His shirt for tomorrow. What is your? Oh, his shirt for tomorrow says this. The shitter's full. The little ones have matching, but they're like the nice sayings from the show. But all of us have them. Kenzie's the one I can be the most crude with, though. The little ones would be like, "What's that say?" We went over tonight, and my in-laws were wearing. Well, my mother-in-law had her. So this is our 5th anniversary with Kyle's parents. Like, I've done this tradition with the girls since I've had them. So this is our 9th year with the girls doing this tradition of the PJs before on Christmas Eve. And they're always like graphic shirts and funny pants. So this is Kyle and I's, it'll be six year of doing this, but our 5th year with his parents. Our 5th official year, including his parents, in our Christmas holiday shirts. And so tonight, my mother-in-law had her PJs on from our 2021. We got all of like matching 2021 outfits. And then my father-in-law, didn't he have his on from like the 2019?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like the oldest one. It was so cute though. It just makes my heart happy every time I see them because they save their pajamas and wear them every year. Christmas Day and Christmas Eve.
Yeah, they love it.
It's became like the funnest tradition, and I get to pick them all. Kyle usually helps me, but it's the funnest thing.
The theme this year.
Yeah, Kyle got to pick the theme this year. It was fun. It's worth it for sure. Stitching, you just want a basic fudge recipe, right? Because my favorite one. Now, do you like it with? Because mine, I like the fantasy fudge with the marshmallow fluff. That's all I do. That's it. 3 cups of white sugar, 3/4 cup of butter or margarine, 2/3 cup evaporated milk, 1 12-ounce bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 jar of marshmallow cream. You can add walnuts if you would like, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 9x13 or smaller, you can use wax paper in the sides. That's the one we did last year, stitching. It is, if you Google it, stitching, so you can pull the recipe up, it's just called Fantasy Fudge with marshmallow fluff. And it's right there. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose and then I gotta wash my hands again. Music City Mom. See, there are so many people that have like amazing. There might be a variation of it stitching that you can do without evaporated milk, but usually evaporated. You might find a version with sweet condensed. Do you have sweet condensed? You're welcome. That's my favorite plain fudge recipe ever. The fantasy fudge on the back of the can is the best, like by far my favorite, just plain chocolate fudge. Super easy, Anonymous. That one's the super easy, and it's the best. It's not overly chocolate. I'm not a huge chocolate person, so it works wonders for me. Okay. Since the littles are in bed, I can turn the camera on again. So let's do this. Okay. You might be able to, stitching, I would research and just ask if you can substitute sweet condensed for evaporated in fantasy fudge. The measurements might change, but okay. So once again, I'm just going to show you what I have in here. And then I'm going to shut you guys off for a minute. So this is just a pound of real butter. It has to be 100% real butter and a full pound. And because it's not thawed out, I'm going to start it on a lower heat and melt the butter some. Now, the one kicker to this, I'm making almond roca. I'll share the recipe with you guys in just a minute. The one kicker to this is that it's got to be a heavy bottom pan. This shit burns because basically what we are doing is burning sugar. So All this is 1 pound butter, 2 cups of sugar, an extra large Hershey bar, and a package of white almonds. All we're going to do is we're going to melt the pound of butter because we're making, Chasing, have you ever had a Score bar or like a Heath bar? Toffee? It's called Almond Roca. So people make what they call like a what's that stuff called on the saltine crackers? The Christmas crack or whatever. And they use, okay, Chasing, basically this is like a toffee bar, a homemade toffee bar. So a lot of people will do it like they call it a poor man's, I can't remember what it's called. A lot of people refer to it as Christmas crack, and they put it on saltine crackers and they drizzle stuff over it. Not my thing. This is my mom's recipe and has done it since I was tiny because she used to sell candy. So I'll show you what we're doing in a minute, but it is by far one of my favorites and my mother-in-law's favorite candy that I make every year. It's called Almond Roca. So we're basically going to burn sugar and turn it into candy. That's basically all we're doing. So you're going to melt. You really need a heavy bottom pan, like I said, though, because this gets crazy. I'll show you what I have set out here too. Just so you guys can see my prep. So these are my molds that I'm going to use. You can see each of them. It's just a little like, they break apart. So they're silicone molds. I ordered off Amazon. Then I've got my Hershey bar already broke apart for the little pieces. You put those on top. I'm going to put the almonds inside. Kyle doesn't really eat this. He's allergic to almonds. But hey, Jen. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Mystery. So now that this is, you want to push it up your sides too. So you can see how it's going. So I'm going to splash it up the sides because when I dump the sugar in here, you want it to, we're burning it, but we're not scorching it. Now, the thing about Almond Roca is you are going to get it to melt apart. Okay. Chico, it was inherited in my genes. Growing up, because my dad, we lived 30 miles out of town. Like the closest town was a tiny little town by the name of Watford City, North Dakota. We actually lived in a town called Arnegard, North Dakota, but we lived 30 miles out of town. The closest neighbors up the road were like a mile and a half up the road, and they were my relatives. So my mom, for extra income and to get a little spending money, was a professional cake decorator, self-taught, but she made birthday cakes. And then during the Christmas season, she would do all the holiday bazaars to make extra income because farmers don't make a whole shit ton of money. So she would make caramels, divinity. My mom is like, oh, she is talented in the kitchen. So I grew up with it. I can't remember. I mean, from the time I could twist wax paper, we wrapped caramels. We would sit around for weeks on end wrapping caramels, washing our hands 5,000 times. My mom would cut the caramels and hand them to us, measure them all out. We'd sit and wrap them. And then she would take them to town and sell them at bazaars and all the holiday fairs. And she would have, orders for them and stuff. And she would make caramels, divinity, Almond Roca, lefse. Back then she used to make a ton of lefse. But that was her thing every year. So I grew up with it. And then when I was 10, 11 years old, my mom and dad had divorced when I was 6. She remarried, and her and my stepdad opened a restaurant in a town by the name of Wilton, North Dakota. Tiny little community outside of Bismarck, North Dakota. We had a restaurant for a few years. It was just a lease thing. So I started waiting tables at 11 years old, and I learned how to do some prep cook. My sister did most of the prep cook, and she was 15. But we did like Sunday buffets, things of that nature. And then my mom and him divorced. And then when I was 14, my mom leased another restaurant in a town. We moved back to Montana, Darby, Montana, and she had a restaurant there that she leased. So I did all the waitressing and all the prep cooking there. And then when that was done, when I moved back to North Dakota, I moved all over the place, back and forth between parents. I waited tables for my mom's actual first boss all through high school. So I worked a full-time job waiting tables and prep cooking through my entire junior and senior year. And then I have, since I was 19, when I was 19, I just had Kenzie. And from that point on, I have hosted all of our family dinners. So whether they're at our house or not, I've always been the one to cook all the holiday dinners or coordinate them or anything like that. That's just always been. It's just in my blood, in my genetics. So now I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar, just plain white sugar. And I'll show you guys in a minute what it looks like. That's where I learned to make all that like German soups and stuff, because our principal at our high school, his wife was one of our cooks at the restaurant in Wilton. And he used to come in and like, her name was Cheryl, and she would get everything ready for the menu. My mom made homemade soup and all the homemade pies and everything from the time everything was homemade. So he would, when they would close up the restaurant, she'd be cleaning the kitchen or cleaning fryers or whatever. Her husband would sat there and he taught us how to play blackjack with Skittles. Okay, now let me show you guys what I'm doing. Necklace soup, Jim. I've shown how to make that. So it kind of looks like lemon pudding when you start. This is just 1 pound of butter and 2 cups of plain white sugar so far. Hold on, now I can use my bucket to set you guys on. I can put you guys up there and leave it on. For those of you that make fun of my buckets of sugar and flour, now you know why I have buckets. See if I can do this with the right angle. Here, you guys will see. See my bucket? Let me see if I can do this. Necklace soup is amazing. Okay. There you go. So you see it kind of looks like lemon pudding right now. Still got some because my butter was frozen. So you'll see it comes together. That butter still has to. But now what it's going to do, and this is something that I do suggest not walking away from, because we're not using a candy thermometer. There are recipes online that you can find that will do it based on a candy thermometer. I have no luck with that. I do it off of site. But again, it's just because I was raised doing this. So got to have all the buckets. Yep. And you'll want to do definitely around the edges. You don't want it to scorch because, as my mom would say, butter is expensive these days. So you'll see it comes all the way together. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit to about medium. I don't go much higher than that, because if you go higher than that, it's going to take me longer to get where we need to. But if you go higher than that, you'll likely scorch it, especially if you're new to making this type of candy. Sorry, I will. Mercedes grow my buckets for the first time. I don't know. Am I the only one that has buckets? Little Daisy, I have all of my mom's recipes. My mom is still alive, but she has such bad arthritis now that she has the hardest time making candy. So you guys want to see something amazing, though. You think I could, like, I've showed you guys some of the things I do and cook in the kitchen. Truly, my sister was going to be a chef. She is one hell of a cook. She can cook. And talk about pies. Holy shit. I did a bake sale. We did I worked for the county for a while in Montana, and we did a charity bake sale for a family in need. And I roped my sister into making pies. We made over 60 pies for sale for this bake sale in 2 days. I tell you what, I've never seen somebody roll so many pies. And they all turned out perfect. That woman is talented. If she'd stick to cooking that, you know, you know. Looks like lemon pudding, though. You'll see. Yeah, I was in my early 20s at that time. Yep. I come from a really big family, too. My dad's side of the family, holidays growing up, my one aunt and uncle have 8 children. And from those 8 children, they now have over 30 grandchildren. All of them were homeschooled. Oh no, true crime with Eve. See, I usually do the cheap no bake cheesecakes. Those flavor wise are amazing. So I'm interested to see what these look like or what they taste like. The batter was good, but there is definitely an art to it. So I was trying to kind of learn as I was going today. I've made a baked one before, but this is a whole different process. And I definitely was understanding why you do certain things the way they do them. I had Kyle try the batter, and if it tastes like the batter tasted like, it's amazing. So these are actually Little Daisy. These are bamboo. And the reason why I use bamboo or wood with candy making is because they do not conduct heat. So they do not take away your heat. And the temperature gets so high on some of this stuff because, like I said, we're basically intentionally scorching sugar. Metal would conduct your heat and it changes. So wooden or bamboo, but you want to check them at all times. Like, if they start to crack, of course, you get rid of them. But this is a thick ass bamboo. And they do not have Alexander. Yeah. Elizabeth, that was where our last family reunion was. The Mellons are all of my family. My aunt and uncle lived in Alex for ever and ever. It's changed so much since the second oil boom, though. Sorry, I'm trying to kind of read and stir as I go. And even I scorch this sometimes. It just depends. Like, you can have humid air. Candy making is fickle. One little thing can go wrong and it'll scorch. So what's going to happen is it's going to start separating, and then we're going to bring it right back together. It's a process, and your arm gets tired as fuck. I see why my mom had us 3 kids, because she used to transition and let us come and stir for her. We'd take turns stirring. Now I see. I'm too scared to let my girls stir because I'd be scared if they got burnt. Oh, Elizabeth, is he buried there? And Alex? We probably know some of the same people, Elizabeth. I am making Almond Roca, Lindsay. Hey, Casual Art. By the way, thank you so much, Casual Art. That was extremely kind of you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Or whatever holiday you celebrate or don't. We're just burning some sugar over here. This is Almond Roca. One thing I didn't get up. Hold on. Watch, I'm going to fucking scorch it on my own. You'll see it starts to bubble a little bit. You can't really tell because I'm stirring it constantly, but it's going to look foamy. Still looks like lemon pudding. We're going to go for butterscotch pudding. So, hey, Tara Lee. The best way of describing it. Elizabeth, do you know where the Arnegard old school, hey, that Michelle, the old gymnasium is from? Elizabeth, I guarantee your family knows my family because my Aunt Hattie lived in her 90s and was like a fixture in Alexander. Their son, so it would have been her grandson, had Down syndrome, and he was loved and cherished by the entire town. And that's an understatement. But my whole family, like, I feel like I'm related to that entire side. I was born in Williston. It sounded like I said Al Roker. Okay, it's starting to do it. Oh, my hand is tired. If you have arthritis in your hands, you'll get hand cramps for days on end after this. Trust and believe. A good figure 8 is always needed in these. I remember yeah, Elizabeth, I was born in Williston. Do you know where Keene is, Elizabeth? My aunt and her husband and their family built the first. Do you know where Keene's Corner is? Headed towards Mandaree. They built Johnson Corner Christian Academy. That was my aunt, uncle, and my uncle's family that did that. On the other side. We're going to add a few almonds to this, and that's it. And then chocolate to the top. This is basically like a Score bar or a Heath bar. It's basically a toffee. So you add a little piece of chocolate to the top of it. You don't even have to add almonds if you don't want to, but we do. Yeah, Elizabeth, so that's where my sister graduated high school. Pretty much all my family homes, that's where I homeschooled through. But yeah, that's my aunt. Yeah, guaranteed your family knows my family. Guaranteed. Nowadays, it doesn't feel like I know anybody out there. But for a long time, felt like I was related to everybody in the area. One of my aunts was a college professor at NDSCS in Wapaton. My dad's sisters all have had very intriguing lives. My dad was off at college when my dad's dad had a stroke, went blind, and then he died shortly after. So my dad dropped out of college to come back and take care of the farm. I never got to meet my dad's dad. Hey, everybody coming in. Merry Christmas. Sorry, I'm over here like, blah, blah, blah. We're getting there. Someday over the rainbow. I told you your fingers get tired. Now you see why. If you guys want that Buckeye recipe too, let me know and I can share it with you guys. I didn't make those online, but I think I did last year. Did I make those online with you guys last year? Or did I just share the recipe and show them? They're damn good too. And they're super simple. Babe, did you take some? No, I'm not yelling at you for coughing. Did you take some cough medicine? Poor Kyle's. Yeah, he's super sick. Elk Lodge, Montana, in Darby. Ask me if it was south of Darby, owned by two brothers. Because if it's where I'm thinking it is and who it is, were they little cabins? If it is what I'm thinking it is. So Triple Creek is outside of Darby, but there's an elk ranch that there's two brothers that own it, Mike and Dave, and my mom used to clean for them. So I've actually cleaned their cabins during hunting season when I was in high school. I've lived all over. Pika, I will not. I'll say, come on in. Stay a while. That is one thing. Nobody around me goes hungry. This also might be why I attracted a man with a sweet tooth. I think he was even shocked at the fact that I could cook, though. Were you, babe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you can see it's getting fluffier. Sorry, now it's critical time. So you'll see it's getting fluffier and fluffier as we go. It's going to start to separate. You're going to start to see that butter come out again. And you're going to think, oh no, what's going on? What's wrong? That's what we want. Because it still looks like lemon or vanilla pudding. We want it to look like butterscotch pudding. So we want it to separate because it's got to burn. Not scorch, burn. Controlled burn. And let me just say, there's a mission behind the madness of having wooden or bamboo. Because if you were using a metal spoon, that metal would be so freaking hot, no matter if it has rubber on it or not. It would be so hot by this point that you wouldn't even be able to touch it. Now you're going to start seeing it brown. That's what we want. It's going to slowly but surely. And if my hand doesn't fall off by then. Sorry, I'm not really reading comments very much at this point. And this is one, you guys know, I give cheat codes for like everything if there's a workaround. This is not one that there's a cheat code for. Trust and believe, if I had one, I would give it to you. Unless you just go to the store and buy a score bar. Ooh, actually, yeah. My regular. Why am I eating this late? I've ate so much today. I've also been on my feet all freaking day. Okay, you'll see. Can you see the butter start coming out? Oh, shit. Sorry, my hands are cramping like a mofo at this point. So you'll see the butter. I don't know how much you can tell, and I can't move you guys closer. So hopefully you can zoom in. But the butter starts to separate from it. That's exactly what we want, because it's going to separate and we're going to work it back together. And when I say do not set it and walk away, do not. It'll scorch within the first 5 minutes and you'll waste a pound of sugar. I don't know if I made this online with you guys last year. I think I just showed you the finished product.
That just says her arm hurts and she's not even sick.
Yeah. It is no joke. Candy making is definitely an art, and it's people seriously love homemade gifts because it's the time, it's the energy. I don't know, homemade gifts are something that I love so much. Okay, now you see how it's coming back together?
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, and it's starting to turn into. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit because now I want it to burn a little faster. And my arm is dead, if I'm being honest. So now we're to the point where it just needs to haul ass, because if not, I'm going to keel over. I need a fan.
You're doing good, babe.
Thanks, babe. The emotional support team.
Now you got a fan.
I got into something I should have not have gotten into.
Oh, yeah? What would that be? You can see it kind of starts to look like taffy. Oh, you started doing your nails?
I found the glitter.
Oh, careful too, because that butter will start splashing.
Thank you, Mercedes girl. Who let her out?
What did they say?
That Michelle said, who let you out?
Myself.
All right. We're almost there to remove from heat. We still got some butter lifting, which is okay.
Look what I'm doing. Oh no, my chat's delayed compared to yours. I'm putting glitter on my nails.
Hey, get you a fan. You want one?
No, babe, I'm almost done. Thank you, though.
What about the leaf blower?
Yeah, that might actually help. You see the change in the color now? Okay, so you can do two things at this point. I'm going to take the heat off, first of all, because now is when I'm just going to start kicking its ass to get it to go back together.
Thank you, that Michelle. Merry Christmas.
You see what it looks like there? Everybody get the color you can see? Okay. Sorry, this isn't one that it's really easy to teach because you kind of just got to go. And then we're going to add almonds to it. So you're still going to be able to see a little of the butter, which is fine. The butter is, so you can do this two ways. If you don't have silicone molds like I do, you can, that's the color you should be going for too. I don't know if you can see it on there. You can also just dump it on a cookie sheet. Now we're going to, oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. You probably won't get a very good angle of it this way, but sorry. I'm working with what I got.
That better.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have to stand there and hold that.
I'm a good cameraman.
See, and I'm not trying to do this evenly because the shavings of this you can use for vanilla ice cream. But I'm just going to put them on here. And then we just chunk them out. But you can just dump this on a cookie sheet and put them in a cold spot.
I'm closing my door. Don't open it.
Oops.
I don't need these cats. Getting my No.
You don't have to do that, babe.
Okay.
Go.
I was like dying holding this. And then I just put my friggin' thing in it. Damn it. And your pan's going to be like 5,000 degrees. And that is no shit.
Merry Christmas, Duke. Duchess, the Duke of Duchess.
Oh, the Duke. Merry Christmas, Duke.
Thank you.
The Duke.
Thank you, Stitcher.
Hold on. I can't look right at it.
Thanks, baby boo.
Thank you for whoever is doing whatever. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Stitching sent you $20.
Oh, Stitching, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Okay. Wash it out.
I know.
I could have done this easier, but like I said, this is for family. So for me, it's just getting it on here. I could have measured it out and been all. You have to get this poured as fast as possible though, because it is so freaking hot.
Thank you, Casual Art. I'm feeling better today
And look
than I
at
did yesterday.
it's already rock freaking hard.
So am I.
Well, that's gross.
What?
I mean, it's legit. Now we're going in with Hershey's milk chocolate bars. Little pieces. You can also use milk chocolate chips if you have them. We're going to just throw them on here. Spread it around. You want to grab me some chocolate chips out of the freezer?
This one out there.
That one right there. Thank you, sir. And they're not going to sit like that. They're going to melt it in. I'll show you guys this just a second. All right. There's that. And then you're just going to go through. I don't know. Yeah, you guys can kind of still see kind of what's going on here. Then you're just going to go over and smear your chocolate out. Now, like I said, you can add, at this point, you can add almonds, more almonds to the top if you'd like. But what you're doing is you're just adding a layer of chocolate. You can do it as thick as you like, however much you like. But we're just getting the chocolate to melt on the top. Is all that we're doing. I'll show you guys closer in a minute once it. You can take the white almonds and make them a really fine layer too, if you would like. Like I said, Kyle's allergic to almonds, so I'm not going heavy on the almonds. These will melt in. Last one. And then this is going to sit up. I'm going to leave it sit in the freezer or the fridge overnight, and then I'll just break it in the morning. And I'll break the little bars because the silicone mold helps you break out the little bars. And then all of the extra in the inside, I just take off with a knife, trim that knife, or take the knife, and then all the little shavings, you can just add to ice cream or whatever the case may be. And that's it. Do not handle these with bare hands. Whatever you do. And that's it. So it's going to sit up like that now. And cool. And then I will break it apart. And then I wrap them like the little bars. Because each one of these, they're like this. They're like that little size. So all of the little bars break out. And then I wrap them in these little plastic bags I get from Amazon. I can show you this. Whiskey, hush it. And that is what Almond Roca is. Like I said, it's basically burnt sugar. Ooh, yeah. Score bar, yeah. Little Daisy, are you talking about the white? Here's the recipe for anybody that wants it. 1 pound of butter, 2 cups of sugar, extra large Hershey's bar or chocolate chips, white almonds, 2 small packages or whatever to your liking. And then the instructions. So, but I would just remember kind of how I showed you guys to look for coloring. And that's it. That's it. That's all she wrote. Oh, here, let me show you the bags I use. These ones are big. I ran out of my smaller ones, but they are the self-sealing cellophane little baggies from Amazon. They're perfect for candy. I'll show you guys. Look at, they've already ate almost all that caramel. So that's a chunk of caramel, homemade caramel. You just wrap it over and then cellophane bags. Caramel. And then here are the Buckeyes. Oh, I'll show you. There's a Buckeye. And I don't even like with white chocolate and mint. I have before, Little Daisy. Hey, you wait. It's not my favorite though. It's not truly my favorite, but I have made it before. I do not watch her. No, I don't have her. Look at, I don't even have my eyebrows on today. That's how lazy. I took a shower after making my cheesecakes and then that's it. So I'm going to make another batch of caramel tomorrow for the family so they can take it home. But if I had a professional kitchen, I would probably do something, but Watcher, I might know somebody that, well, actually, I really don't know. Music City Mom, did your sister do anything besides fudge? And does she ship? Thank you. You made Buckeyes for tomorrow? You can't stop eating them? I got something in my eye now. Yeah, mine are microbladed on. At least I still have something. Did you get? Here, let me show one more time. I'm bragging about this because I'm so freaking excited. I can't even tell you guys how excited I am that this turned out. Now, flavor-wise, to be seen. This is the dupe Oreo cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let me tell you, that sucker's like 15 freaking pounds. Heavy as shit. And I was so excited. Kyle gets so annoyed with me because this is the regular one, but you can see the sides right there that are pulling. Can you see the sides that are pulling? I'll take a picture tomorrow. But that's like what you want is the sides to pull because it means that my graham crackers are stuck because I went up the side. This is the dupe for the Cheesecake Factory. And of course, I water bathed it, but it's still browned a little bit. I should have water bathed it higher. But still looks damn good. This is the original one. But the sides are pulling. Like I kept going over to Kyle going, my sides are pulling, my sides are pulling. He's like, and I'm like, no, it's a good thing. That means my graham crackers are sticking where they're supposed to be. This one's like 20 pounds. They're so freaking heavy. The one's 4 blocks of cream cheese and the other one's 3. They're big bitches. Pika, I don't know, honestly. I've shipped caramels before to people, to friends of mine. I'll have to ask Christina. When we were in Utah, I used to ship her candy. I need to go take her candy.
We've had a cheesecake shipped to us and it showed up fine.
Yeah, we've also had birthday cake shipped to us too in like jars and stuff. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Honestly, because Pika, guess what? I'm so obsessed now, like that I got 2 of them to like stand up. Now we'll have to, again, the taste we'll see. But if they work out, I'm going to make a key lime because Kyle's like favorite thing is key lime pie and key lime cheesecake. So I already found where I can order key lime juice. So that will be the next one I try. But now this might be like an obsession of me trying all the different, they also make a banana cream pie one. And if you know me, you know, I love banana cream, anything like that's my obsession. So, chances are if they turn out, I will probably be making all the cheesecakes now. It's like therapy for my soul. Truly. Cooking is like therapy for my soul. Let me show you guys what this is looking like. See, still looking good. It's just going to sit there. Once the pan calms down, right now, if I put it in the freezer, it would melt the bags in there. So I got to let that sit for a little bit. Ooh, snickerdoodle. Ooh, Watcher, I have an incredible homemade carrot cake recipe. I did that online, I think, too. And I have an amazing lemon pound cake recipe, like a lemon bundt cake with a lemon glaze. Right, Stitching? I love it. I love it. Elizabeth she's always like, Becky, are you going to cook? Are you going to bake sometime? Ooh, see? Yeah, we might have to try some of these. We'll have to see all the different flavors and stuff. Okay, let's go. The lemon pound cake is so freaking good. So good with the lemon glaze because the pound cake actually has such a good lemon flavor. Oh, and that glaze is light. Oh, I love me some lemon cake. You like anything chocolate? I'm not a huge chocolate eater, but those Buckeyes are damn good. You need a forklift watcher. Oh, thank you guys for hanging out with me while I did that. Now my hand is like, my fingers will swell like majorly after that. I still got my freaking blowout for my IV. Aw, Tonka girl, thank you so much. I'm a train wreck just like everybody else. I've got my little eccentric quirks about me. Ooh, casual art. I have a lemon blueberry zucchini cake. That's damn good. I think I might put some veggies in this year if I can figure out the seasons here. I garden and can too. And the family's been begging for homemade salsa because we ran out. And I've been buying it, and Kenzie's like, it's freaking gross. So if I can figure out the seasons here enough to grow enough veggies, I'm going to can. I'll try to can. But I come into a predicament with that too, because you cannot use a pressure cooker on a glass top stove. You'll crack a glass top stove. You shouldn't. So I'm not really sure. Elizabeth, it's like 2 weeks. I had a procedure like 2 weeks ago, and I still have the freaking bruises on my hands from them. This one's almost gone, but they blew twice, and I just bruised stupid. I just had a silly procedure, though. Or not a silly procedure, but just the typical procedures. If you lived in that house, Southern Mimi, the crazy thing is Kyle works so much. A Ninja Foodie, is that are you talking the pressure, Ava? Are you talking like the pressure cooker, like an Instapot? I have one. But for canning, I prefer, I prefer, you can water bath salsa too, as long as you do it right. And I have an old school granite one. I could do that. I could water bath it. I could also try. I do have an Instapot. Cinnamon candy. Charlotte, if you like cinnamon, that caramel recipe can be turned into cinnamon caramel. If you like a good red hot or like a cinnamon bear, you can turn that caramel into cinnamon caramel. You can also turn it into licorice too. I don't like black licorice though. And let me go find it. Give me a minute. I will go find it for you. Ooh, benevolence. That's amazing. My mother-in-law, her and her friends have lemons, limes, blood oranges, grapefruit. There's grapefruit coming out of our ears. But the one thing I don't think any of them have is a key lime tree. I wish they did. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Watcher, is I could do a water bath with them with the granite. I have to pull my totes out. I have totes of canning shit. I need to do some peaches too. My girls go through, like, they love canned peaches. I need to find a good deal on boxes of peaches so I can can peaches again for them. They love canned peaches. How many of you have ever had like a canned cherry, like a flathead cherry? Not the red cherries, whatever those ones are. Not the ones that they put on like ice cream or whatever. Like a good flathead cherry that's been canned. Has anybody ever had that? I grew up on those. My mom used to can everything. And canned cherries were my favorite freaking thing. I need to make some applesauce too. Yeah, a lot of them you have to use a full-on pressure cooker. Oh, Tonka, that's hard. Big black cauldron outside. Cabbage into sauerkraut. That's amazing, Kimberly. Those are good memories. Choke cherries. That Michelle, you're the first person that I've heard say anything about a choke cherry. A lot of people don't even know what a choke cherry is. We used to go pick choke cherries all the time. Choke cherry jam, choke cherry jam. That was a huge thing. Choke cherries everywhere. We had choke cherries everywhere. That's what I think. Lisa, that's what I've been thinking for sure. Definitely a Midwest thing. Yep. Choke cherry syrup, choke cherry jam. I think that's also where we got rhubarb. Like, I love rhubarb. I mean, I know it's all over the place, but I love me a good rhubarb cake. I have an amazing recipe for a rhubarb cake too. Applesauce yearly, that's a lot. Oof, Tonka, that's so hard. I'm so sorry. How are you feeling now? Plum jelly, choke cherry syrup. Yep. Kind of be. Kind of be. What are you doing? Elderberry. See, in Montana, we have huckleberries, but you have to really go into bear country to get huckleberries. We used to have a root cellar like down on the farm that we'd go in and store onions and potatoes. My mom was a gardener my whole entire life. My mom's been a gardener. And then my dad's second wife, my stepmom, she is actually, she went to school for horticulture, and she is one of the most amazing gardeners. I used to get paid a penny a potato bug. When I would go through, I would pick potato bugs off. I was like 7 years old. I'd be busy for hours, and I'd make my 50 cents with my 50 potato bugs, and I'd get those bitches off there. Oh my gosh, Ava. Oh, I feel for you. You love rhubarb too? I do too. Little Daisy. Now, Amish, Mennonite, Hutterite, I probably said that wrong, can make bread like no other. I tell you what, their bread products usually are some of the best. Oh, that's so cool to watch her. I'm so glad that you had them to do that. No, you're good, Tonka girl. I'm so sorry that you're going through all that. Ooh, that's the only way I like them too. Casual art is right out of the pod, raw. I don't like them cooked. I can't stand peas, but I like them crack the shell and right. That's the only way I can eat them. They do all the baking there. Sweet potato dumplings. Ooh, I'm not a sweet potato fan. I don't think anybody in my, yeah, they can bake, usually can bake like no other. That's the one complaint I have, is I would like a double oven. That is the only complaint, because it took me hours. Each of those cheesecake have to sit for around 2 hours in the oven, an hour cooking, an hour plus cooking on the other one. And then they sit for another additional hour with the oven off and the door vented. I need one of those commercial KitchenAid mixers that stands, the stand ones on the floor, so I don't have to bend over. My countertop one, I've about worn it out. Hey, Connie, I hope you get some good rest. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Good night. I hope your day is amazing tomorrow. Tonka Girl. It is a dupe for the Cheesecake Factory Oreo cheesecake. And once, oh, you'll gift one for me. No, thank you. Those things are like more than a car. They're freaking crazy. But you want to see me get lost and googly eyed? Take me to a kitchen supply or like a restaurant supply store. Love them. Freaking love them. What was I saying? Shit. Now I can't remember. I got sidetracked. Restaurant supply stores. Oh, the Oreo cheesecake. After, if the taste is good, tomorrow they'll taste it. And if it's good, I will share it with you guys. If it's not the best flavor, then I'm going to try another one and then I'll share it. But if it's good flavored and it gets the go ahead from everybody, I will share it with you guys. Merry Christmas, Callie. I have been on my feet since 9 o'clock this morning, and my ass is killing me. My leg is burning. Hey, Southern Mimi. Hey, everybody that I missed when I was cooking. Hey, Saturday Search. Merry Christmas Eve and Merry Christmas to everybody. There'll be, I think there's 12 or 14. Sur la table. I've never heard of that. Now I'm going to have to look it up. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. Watcher. Watcher, if I could figure out how to do it safely, I wouldn't mind sending stuff to people, truly. Yeah, Kimberly, as long as it tastes good, I will share that recipe with you guys. No problem. Because, yeah, and I got enough stuff to make like 12 lasagnas because we're going to make 4. So I can send one home for my mother-in-law so she doesn't have to cook while all of the family's here. And then I'm going to freeze a few too. I always freeze. I like to have lasagna on hand in the freezer because you just take it out, pop it in the oven. Santa is always watching, and I have definitely probably been a bad girl. You guys want to know what I got for Christmas? I'm not supposed to know, but it's kind of obvious because I pointed it out at Costco and I was like drooling over it, telling Kenzie, and I was like, I should buy this for Kyle because I wanted it. So I'm such a shit. I've been trying to bribe them for days to let me just have it. I'll take you guys and show you. Hold on. They still won't let me. They wrap the fucking thing. Hold on. I'll show you guys. This goes to show, like, so when it's Christmas gifts, they always ask me what I want. Merry Christmas, Aries girl. They always ask me what I want. And it's like, I always think of kitchen utensils. I have so much shit though. I swear, like, it's ridiculous. I have kitchen shit stuffed everywhere. I have totes in the garage of stuff that I less use. I have all my mom's Wilton cake decorating pans. I've showed you guys those before. But I have collections of shit. So I used Father's Day to buy a barbecue when we moved. But I didn't really want the barbecue we got. I wanted a Blackstone grill. The big old griddles with the top. Costco had them on sale for really cheap. They couldn't. This poor Kenzie wrapped it. And I knew instantly what it was. She wrapped the fucking thing though, and it's on a dolly. They can't even bring it in the house. Oh, I was laughing so hard because then those jackasses tried to play a quick one on me. They went and got their own Costco card because they didn't want me knowing that they got me that. So they went and opened a Costco account between Kyle and Kenzie because my mom's got my other card. So I was like, you guys are so obvious. Like they ain't ever going to Costco for nothing. So I've known that this is what this is. It's one of those big, huge Blackstones as soon as it's put together. I'll show you guys. But it's the big, huge griddle with the top and everything on it. And then I took Kyle to the store with me the other night because I needed to finish up some of the things. And these people are so obvious. I'm always good. They think I'm not paying attention. He was over there playing with the accessories for the Blackstones. He found this big scooper and took a picture of it. And I knew he wasn't sending it to anybody. Why would he be taking a big, huge picture of a scooper for a griddle? No, he was taking a picture of that to send to Kenzie. I caught him. He didn't know I caught him, but I caught him. Yeah, he was over there drooling over the accessories, sending pictures to Kenzie, and I was watching. I got eyes at the back of my head. So, but I told them the very night they brought it home, I was like, oh my God, you got my griddle. Can I use it for Christmas? He looks at me and says, Then he told Kenzie, I know. But it's still sitting here wrapped. They're now, because they're obvious, because they got busted, they're making me suffer and I don't get to use it. Mofos. I said, fine, I'm not cooking Christmas breakfast tomorrow. I wanted it set up so I could go out there and cook pancakes and bacon. A
You know
whole
we can hear
thing.
you, right?
Oh, well, yeah, you guys are on my channel too.
Well, I gave up. I realized that I had to do the glitter on every 10 nail, and I.
See, they're watching
That's too
me.
much work, man.
See, I'm busted here too. I go out there to be sneaky, and here he is with his phone listening to me. I can't get away from these people. They already know. Then Kyle went and told Kenzie on me that I already knew. So then she gave me the eyeballs already that,
Who?
you. I'm busted everywhere I go. But they're torturing me. They won't even let me have it.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Oh, yeah. On the dolly.
You're not.
Want me to roll it in here for you?
No, it's not.
Use it for the garlic bread.
Antonio's face. We'll open it in the morning and then
Sorry, I feel like shit.
they said Antonio's face. They said, good job, Kyle.
Oh, just so you know, your cooking stuff has glitter in it now. You're welcome.
Oh, bro.
Edible glitter?
No.
Oh, it's in the kitchen sink. Okay. I'm okay with that. I was like, what did you get glitter in? It's just my dirty dishes.
He says we have to be sneakier.
This is what happens every year. They bought me my KitchenAid mixer like 3 years ago. Same thing happened.
Yeah.
What were you going to get me?
I literally told you yesterday.
A new car.
No, what?
Your eyebrows microbladed.
Oh, yeah, I already have that though.
the grill.
I already have an IOU for that from like 2 birthdays ago that I still haven't cashed in on. I'm not.
That's your
I'm low maintenance. I know it's my fault. I know. I was supposed to schedule an appointment and go do it. And I was just like, no. There's other things. See, I'm telling you, I can't wait to use that sucker though, because I can do everything on it. It's like one of those griddles, if you don't know what I'm talking about, and it's got the lid. It's the fancy one, but they were really cheap. Costco again. See, now here's the thing. If Kyle wouldn't have bought that for me, I was going to buy that for him. And then my present to Kyle was our motocross tickets. So we buy each other stuff that we both want. He benefits from me having the griddle though, because I'll use it for cooking for him. And the motocross tickets, both of us want. So it's a win-win. It's just like, okay, here we go. Any openings for under the stairs? Asking for myself. That Michelle, I cannot wait to like make fajitas on it. Oh, casual art. Thank God I'm in Arizona. I can't. One of these days I want. DJW. I didn't mess it up. They messed it up. These two cannot keep a secret for anything. You should have seen them come in with their Costco packet. They had a whole damn bag. The membership bag from Costco. I'm not joking. They were like proud of themselves. They screwed it up, not me. We also aren't like huge on surprises. There's something else under there. Trust and believe. I don't care. You don't have to surprise me. This girl is thrilled with anything. Simple little things. Oh. They were all, these two, Kenzie always takes my Costco card. Come on now. She wasn't buying her own Costco membership for nothing. We don't even, Kenzie, you want to know what happened tonight? I let Kenzie open a box. And you know what Kenzie said? Thanks for my mouse. Before she even opened this shit. She said, I knew what that was as soon as I saw the box. She did the same to me. She is just like me. I'll show you what my mother-in-law got me. Oh, sis, come show them your socks. My mother-in-law bought Kenzie matching socks to her cat. Look at those. They're super cute. They're just super cute little bling earrings. CLM, Merry Christmas. Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Hold on. Let me show you guys these. You are going to die. Kenzie, where's your socks? Who has them? Yours. Look at these. Look at those. No, we don't race. We just go to the races. We love the races. Revival. Merry Christmas. You don't have a lot of snow. Tatted chip. I love that. That was super sweet, CLN. That was super sweet. Thank you for stopping out. And I hope you have an amazing holiday. Where? Oh, they're right here. Hold on. I found Kenzie. My mother-in-law is the cutest thing. Did you hang up the towel?
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you. My mother-in-law is just the cutest thing ever. Okay, let me show you. Oops, sorry. Highlighting stuff. He doesn't get to open his till tomorrow, so she got Kenzie that too. It's a hand towel for her bathroom. My mother-in-law plays into Kenzie's obsession with cats because, you know, they have the obsession with cats too. But let me show you this. It says my kids have paws. And then they were a set. These are Kenzie's and these are the cat. Look at that. Is it? She's playing her game, not talking to me. Look how cute those are. Isn't that super good? Oh, that's cool, Lisa. Kyle used to race way back in the day. Now he's, hold on, let me. Aren't those adorable? She's got a video. We put him on whiskey.
This guy's name is Michael
But
Boyd.
it didn't, it lasted about 5 seconds. You're about to order a hoodie to match your dog's hoodie. I love that. My mother-in-law finds the cutest little gifts like that. Aren't those cute though? We got my mother-in-law the sweatshirt. You guys saw Kenzie's cat t-shirt the other day that had like the pill bottle that has cats spilling out of it. And it says serotonin booster or whatever. We got my mother-in-law the matching sweatshirt to that. So Kenzie and her and their cats back and forth. You saw your Christmas present. See, I'm not the only one that's cheating. Whiskey was not impressed now. No, Marcy, you just put them on the front feet. Just the front. They don't last anyways. I told her to put them on Smushes, and Smush was like, hell no, get away from me. Isabella, come back here. Isabella. Where'd she go? Get over here. Yeah, you know better. Get over here. Come on. Go back in with Dad. Go back in with Dad. You go back in. Go back in. Turkey. She's doing that, Michelle. She fell down the stairs 3 nights ago in the middle of the night. She was following me and I didn't realize she was following me, and I felt terrible once I realized. All of a sudden you just hear this crash. She only fell down probably the last 4, but you hear a crash and her yelping, and everybody in the house jumped up and like ran out of their bedrooms. The girls were crying instantly, and I was like, shit. But she was sore, but her balance hasn't came back and her vision hasn't really returned fully. So we carry her most of the time up and down the stairs. And I didn't realize she had gotten out of bed because Kyle was home. Typically she'll stay there. And she crashed hardcore, but I picked her up. She doesn't have any injuries from it or anything, thank God. But it gave us all the worst scare of our lives. But her vision just sucks. She's still pretty dizzy. But she's okay. She just was hopping. So she's a trooper, let me tell you. That dog is a trooper. She did lose a tooth. She knocked a tooth out. That was the only thing. She did knock a tooth out. But she's elderly, so yeah. I should know better too. That was my fault. I felt like shit because that is her job, was to follow me and alert. And I keep trying to tell her she's retired. She doesn't need to do that anymore. But she tries to follow me around. But that was the second night after Kyle got home, I think. And scared the ever-loving shit out of all of us. She is the sweetest baby. Yeah, she is, for sure. For sure. All right, y'all. I'm going to let you guys go because I think I am going to head to bed. I am past my bedtime, and I got to get up in the morning and start cooking right back at it. Your practice being surprised. Oh, it's had a chip. Oh, I love that you got kittens, though. I can't say that. Hopefully Kenzie's not watching. Because she was showing videos to my father-in-law and my mother-in-law again tonight of cats and saying that she needs more. And I was like, no, you have 8 between the 3. Well, now there's 4 outside and the 5 inside. I'm like, no, we're tapped out. My father-in-law. Oh, you guys, Larry. Holy shit. I have pictures. I'll show pictures. I'll share pictures with you guys. How many of you know about Larry? Larry is the one that Am went and rescued from a guy that Kenzie met on a gaming system that had a cat that they needed to get rid of. Am did this whole like trip around the world to go rescue the cat and then brought the cat all the way up for my in-laws. It was a whole thing. Anyways, the cat's name is Larry. And it was after my in-laws lost their Louie. And they had gotten another cat from the shelter, but the cat was having a lot of hard times. So they got a companion for Lizzie. Lizzie is the one that they got after Louie passed. And Lizzie's she was in a very abusive situation before they adopted her from the shelter. And so Larry, on the other hand, is never met a stranger. That cat is something else. He is just wild. But he decided to unwrap presents tonight. It was so freaking funny. He's hiding in the presents and he's doing laps around the house, running through the presents, just running. And they got a whole new bag of toys. So he was running all over the house, excited. Lizzie was hiding under the bed. But Larry's out there. Larry's never met a stranger. He loves everybody. He is an attention hoe for sure. But it's been so good because he's brought out the calm side of Lizzie and the playful side of her. So when other people aren't around, they both have a cat. They're both happy because they both have their little buddies. They lay on the couch together, Larry and Lizzie. It's just great. But Larry, as we're opening gifts, there is a gift bag that has little handles. And Larry, being the nosy jackass he is, goes and decides to start looking in the bags. Well, he gets his head stuck in the handle. And then instead of just waiting, typical cat freaks out. So that bag has another bag attached to it because Kenzie had taped the handles together because there was 2 things that went together. So Larry is doing laps around my in-laws' house with a bag attached to him and jumping and running. I thought the whole house was going to come into, it was one of those, it was a moment. So I get up to go chase the cat because I'm like, oh shit, Kyle can barely get out of the chair. He's stuck in. Kenzie's laying on the floor. I'm like, it's up to me. I have to wrangle this cat. So I cornered him in my in-laws' bathroom. He had jumped over their bed, under their bed, ran through, and he had the bag attached. It was stuck around his head. So I looked at that cat. That cat looked at me, and it was going to be on. It was not going to be a good moment. And I just looked at him and said, if you want to live, you're going to let me get this off you. I snatched that sucker up so fast and grabbed that bag off his head, and he flung out of my arms. It took a whole 5 seconds. I don't even know how it happened, but I was scared shitless of him and he was scared shitless of me, but we got that bag off his head and he's alive and he's good. But I panicked for a moment there. I thought I was probably going to come away from that with looking like a whole scratched up mess, but he jumped out of my arms as fast as I could get that bag off his fucking head. There was shit flying everywhere, that bag. Then he goes right back into getting into the middle of all the gift wrapping paper. He's like, let's try it again. I'm like, no. They had to put their Christmas tree outside because of him, because he's just a freaking jackass. It was terrible. It was horrible. And his official name, his middle name, so his whole name is, I won't say their last name, of course. His last name is their last name, but his official name, my father-in-law told me tonight, is Larry, middle name, Get Down, their last name. Larry, Get Down, their last name. He said that's his middle name. And they baby that cat. That cat, they've got a toy box for that cat. Oh my God. For those cats, it's the craziest thing. Good night, Casual Art. Thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. Oh, Tonka Girl, I hope you feel a little bit better. I'm sorry for everything you've been going through and everybody else too. Everybody else in here that's been going through it. I hope you guys have the best day possible tomorrow and for the upcoming new year. You're going to go, William, don't you dare. Michelle. See, that's right. Oh my God, he's beautiful though, DJW. He's got swirls down the side of him. He is a big boy. Him and Whiskey are like 2 weeks apart, and he is huge compared to Whiskey. But he's just got this personality that just, I mean, when Am picked him up, I swear, I've never seen something. Cats usually don't like car rides, and that cat was sitting on her shoulders in the car, in her lap. Like, that cat is just something else. It's the craziest thing, but that was our excitement for tonight. There's always something going on crazy, and all we could all do was just sit and laugh. Like, shit's flying everywhere, freaking bags, wrapping paper. Everybody's looking at who, and I was like, oh God, I'm the only one that can get up this fast. Here we go. I'm gonna be killed by the cat. Becky's obit from Revival is gonna be Larry took Becky out. That's what it's gonna be. Your dog has car anxiety. Yeah, I guess my father-in-law wants a dog now. They're like us with the animals. They are obsessed with the animals. So, all right, you guys. I hope you all, each and every one of you, wherever this finds you, has a wonderful day tomorrow, whether you celebrate, whether you don't. I hope tomorrow is the best day it possibly can. I know the holidays are hard and lonely for a lot of people. I know a lot of people are going through a lot of loss. And the holidays aren't such a happy time, or being around family is extremely stressful. But please know that you aren't alone. If you need a space to go to tomorrow, there's multiple different live streams going on. We shared links for Chasing will be live tomorrow. Chasing Truth, Voices, also known as Black Sheep Designs, will be live at some point tomorrow. And Grandma Sherry and Nicole B will be live tomorrow too. Those three I know, and links were shared in here if you need those links or somebody just to go hang out with and listen to some noise to take your mind off of other things. If I have time tomorrow, I might pop in the evening. I don't know though, or maybe when we're doing lasagnas. I don't know what the day holds, so we will see what goes on. But I hope you all get some good rest tonight, and I look forward to hearing all the wonderful stories or the not so wonderful stories afterwards. If you need to talk or anything like that, please reach out to somebody. There is always people. You do not have to go through all of this alone. Just know that. And with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night, you all. Thank you for being a part of our family and having some laughs with us.